Salimonani Kunjani. Hello and how are you? So this blog is going to record my adventures going to Durban to my first Lobola. I'm going to be able to participate in the actual negotiations, but I will be at everything else. So time to catch this early flight. Let's go. Alright, so got through security pretty simply. Got to teach somebody else how to dress for security though. But got an hour. We're almost at the gate. Got an hour wait before we start loading and heading out. Happiness is remembering that you got an exit row, so you have extra room on your feet. So yeah, even though it's just an hour and 5 minutes. We have made it to Durban. Is it KwaZulu Natal? No, King Shaka. I'm out of breath because I was running. King Shaka. King Shaka Airport. So waiting on our ride before we head out. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of a quick view. I was so glad that we were able to get an early check-in at the Airbnb, but we actually got there a little bit earlier than planned, so we had time to stop by for some breakfast.
Bass's got 2. So it's good when you come back to a restaurant after months and people remember your order. Walked in, brother man said Casa Light and double with Johnny Walker Black. I've not been here since August and this brother remembers that.
What name I'm making?
Name, Jabu.
Yes.
Jabu.
Japu.
Yeah. Wait a minute.
One pina. Impressive.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna get one as well.
Wow. Thanks for support. Make hearts now.
Do you need a heart or just the name?
Yeah, just in that. Oh, can you do a music note?
Music notes.
If you can't, don't worry about it.
Music notes.
If you can't, don't worry about it.
I don't know how to
No, this is real hustle. I'm impressed.
Oh yeah, you got to buy one. You got to buy one.
Wow.
Brother.
I want one too.
Sharp, man.
Hell, I want it.
My wish is to make 50 bracelets today.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Sharp.
Yes,
Give me your
sharp.
hand.
Ooh, it has the music notes.
Then-
Are you the... What? Oh yeah, make mine as well.
Sharp. Right.
No,
I thought you said you didn't know how to make music notes.
you in Thailand too much. I don't get it. Since I'm going to first round.
I won't come on to my do. We are going to
So lenga mizophuma next year akaphuma usosithize nje uthakazi yini esingayilindela mfethu kunyaka nozayo.
Alright, so I came to Durban thinking, I'm gonna be able to witness this Lobola from the beginning and then the ending part of it, only to find out tonight that I'm expected to be a part of the negotiations. The bride and the groom wanted me to go in while they're discussing the bridal price and all. So, wow. Tomorrow we meet with the other negotiators and work out everything, and then Sunday's the day. Go to the knocking part, and I actually go inside. I am so honored and so excited. So some things I can't record, but I'm gonna record as much as I can. Stay tuned.
Take your team, take your team, take your team. Push, push, half happy, and the push, and the push, and the half happy. Let's do it. Want me to show you how to do it? Ready? Please make sure you understand this. Your call. Otherwise, we're going to do it together. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
God knows I wish I had the right clothes on, or at least the right shoes, because I would have been right out there. I used to love cardio. Let's see what I can do at 57.
We're right. Is it right to count?
Please join me in a word of silent prayer for this tree. This dude just came out in front of all these people, just peed on this tree like nobody's business, but hey. Actually, there was a lot going on. A police chase happened right there. I put my camera up. I kept recording every time we headed back to the Airbnb because the day we arrived, there were monkeys all over this street. Not in the street, but in the people's yards. You could see them on top of the fences, but I never could catch them.
Okay, so I'm here at the braai, and it is raining a little bit, but I want you to see the, ooh, shit. Oh, there it is. Yeah. A little bit of fire right there. As we try to braai out here with the rain coming down.
No umbrella.
No umbrella. Yeah, boy.
Ooh, cha. Ooh, cha.
got the plate?
Yeah, I did.
Sort it. If you notice, there's only a line dividing the oncoming traffic, so I was having my own personal panic attack in several parts of the highway, but I finally relaxed. Unfortunately, that relaxation was quickly interrupted by a driver that was falling asleep at the wheel as he passed by us and sideswiped our car, knocking the mirror off. There really was a lot to see on this trip. Like, I've never seen so many people hitchhiking on the highway, or what would be in the States called the interstate. Also, when we got to the village, I was shocked to see animals just in the streets. A huge black and white cow and a smaller brown cow. My camera had ran hot, so I couldn't record that part. The fender bender caused us to be late to the village, and as I learned, there's a price for everything, as you will soon see. Now, out of respect of the ceremony, I will mute most of it from here on and just summarize what we were doing. As the last clip, you saw us standing at the gate trying to get in because we were late. We had to pay a fine. So our offering was made of a bottle of whiskey and then money, and we finally got in. I must say also, this camera that I have is awesome because I was recording with the camera in one hand and my iPhone in the other hand, and I was not watching where I was going, and I misstepped twice because I stepped into a hole or something and almost fell, but you can't really tell. So kudos to this camera. So this is where you have to watch out at Lobola ceremonies because this guy was counting 2, 4, 6, 8 instead of counting to 10, and we requested someone else to count it correctly. They had to go through 2 other people before we finally found someone that could count to 10 by twos. So I knew that there had to be a sacrifice to the ancestors as a part of this ceremony, and thought that I was prepared. But when they brought that goat in, I screamed on the inside. I hope it didn't show on the outside, but it didn't happen there. But stay tuned. We were taken to another building where we were provided lunch. I only ate the pop because I have to know what's in other things with celiac disease, and tasted the meat. It was pretty good, but the chili peppers almost took me out. Then we returned back to the ceremony room where everyone was invited back in. Although it was 97 degrees Fahrenheit or 36 degrees Celsius, I was seated by the door and it was a very windy day, so I was good. But that concrete floor. As a former music teacher and minister of music, I was moved by the singing, even though I couldn't understand one word. By now, I'm fidgeting on the floor like a toddler, going from sitting like everyone else with their legs out straight to crossing my legs to sitting on one hip, sitting on the other hip, because I'm not sure how much longer I can sit on this concrete floor. But there were some other negotiations that were going on, some other gifts that were provided, and money and tangible items as well. So, yeah. I also learned the significance of the mats because it's disrespectful to put the money or any other gifts on the floor. It disrespects the family and the ancestors.
Oh, mama babu kena sina, hakiki. Oh, mama. Oh, mama babu kena sina, hakiki. Oh, mama. Oh, mama babu. Oh, mama babu kena sina, hakiki. Oh.
When is it on Facebook? Where is it on Facebook? No, you need to show everything. It's blurry. Remove this Facebook page. Remove that Facebook.
So before this, you saw the bride receiving some gifts like a dress and a shawl that said becoming Mrs. what her new last name will be. And now you have the mother of the bride receiving a blanket and some other items. Yes, this is exactly what you think it is. Remember the goat that I mentioned earlier? Well, the bride's family was to prepare it for the groom's family, and the groom's family was to share it and take it home. Unfortunately, this is one part of the tradition that I did not participate in because I've never smelled cooked goat, and yeah. The family seemed to really enjoy it, and the part that wasn't eaten was taken back with us in the car that I was in. So yeah, it was an experience. But I'm glad the other family was not in there because I didn't know if it was going to be disrespectful if I didn't try it. But back in the U.S., I don't eat chitlins. I've tried mohodu here one time, and this is another thing that's on my no-go list. Now this part was worth the wait and deserves its own video, so stay tuned. It's coming soon. Another thing that I learned is that the fall they do when they're doing the high kick and stomp is supposed to happen. So, you live and you learn. I will be forever grateful for this experience, and a heartfelt thanks to the bride and groom for making me feel included. There was so much symbolism and pageantry in this ceremony. You will notice that we had sticks in our hands because traditionally during a Lobola it could go left, and back in the day there may be fights. So you had to be prepared for that. Also, we were very fortunate that this bride and groom have been together for over 5 years. They even have a daughter together. And so the groom is well known in the community and well respected as a father figure because most of the fathers and uncles in that community had passed on. So that's why the negotiators were the younger men. As we were driving away, it was so touching to see the young people running after the car, yelling "Baba, Baba" to the groom, as it's very evident that he's well respected there. And the families were basically already united, but the Lobola ceremony is just a tradition that had to happen before the legal marriage. Now this is 2 days later because the day after the Lobola, I could not move. I stayed in the bed. It was raining. The family gathered again to review everything, but I took a hard pass. Now South African Airways tried to rush us up after they only had one person working the gate until 7 a.m. and we all had flights at 8:05. But where was the plane? You did all that and there's no plane out there. Oh, wow.
I did a video when I came to the plane, when I
You don't like these videos?
which one?
With this?
No,
Huh? I'm following you. The blind leading the blind. All right, so I'm back. Just got my beard and head shaved, so I feel like a new person. But thank you for viewing this vlog. It was an exciting and life-changing experience to see a lot of that, a lot of the village that I went to, the actual Lobola ceremony, knowing that I wasn't even supposed to be in there. But I appreciate the fact that I was able to enjoy it. Glad the bride and groom thought enough of me to give me that experience, a real life African experience of the real rural Africa. So that's, you know, I'll remember that for the rest of my life. But thank you for joining in, Niabonga, and I'll see you on the next one.